History and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, back man. 120!
I'm coming! Don't hit the mic!
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Go. 180!
59! 6 man.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second and 11 now. Jones. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Here we go. 280!
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Blue 80!
No. Not today, you are. Not today.
Play action. Now Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Go, go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going deep for Brown. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Here's Jackson to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down now, Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now Wentz on third down. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Brings up second and goal at the Giants' 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Here we go. This 5-7.
Check 13. Check 13.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On third down, Swift, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Okay, ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Come on, the ball.
The toss out to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Jones. He gives it to Brown, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Get the ball. Check 4. Shift. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, come on now.
Barkley, toss play left, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Eagles' 38-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
No chance.
Hey, wahoo!
53 at the mic. Come on.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He's coming. Check in. I got you, boy. You go tight. You got tight.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Jones. This is caught. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Check.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Back man. 280.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
82. What's up?
On play action, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Come on. You better bring it.
On first down, Swift, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
At their own 2-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season. Tackling, because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot, plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Like 28. On the under. Hey, look, 3.
Keystone, travel.
Jones on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
Hey, Charlie. Right up.
On first and 10, Jones. He's going to rifle one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Sends to throw again. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, I 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They gashed him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan, but now they have to stiff it and try and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Back, man. 120.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Hey, Buck.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but, hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As you watch that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check.
Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for New York. Here's Jackson. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Open man, it's Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. They run the counter. Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Right back to him on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake. Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Wentz now to throw. Aguilar has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. McCrane on for the extra point.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Wentz. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he fires one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jones now on 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. They find some open field here, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Bravo.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Check 52.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
8 read.
Check 43. Shit.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. And his kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Eagles, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.